You're listening to Don't IEP Alone with special education advocate Lisa Lightner. For more information about Lisa, the IEP Toolkit, and more ways we can help you in your process, go to adayinourshoes.com. Now back to the show with your host, Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa Lightner, and welcome to another little bite-sized episode called 5 Minutes to FAPE. It is a segment of Don't IEP Alone where I am breaking down important IEP and special education issues and concepts for parents into bite-sized chunks so that you can become a better advocate, because advocacy does not have to take all day. So today I want to dive into a quick win for you guys, because this is such a common question I get from my clients, strangers, people on the street. I'm telling you, when people know what I do, I think they think I have IDEA memorized, which I do not. I can find most parts of it whenever I want. I've gotten pretty good at looking it up online and finding the different parts, but I do not have it memorized. But what parents will say to me is the school has told them something, and it's something that they disagree with, that either they have to do or we can't do that. And the parent will come to me and say, can you show me where it says that? Can you show me where it says that they can do this? Or can you show me where it says I can't get that? And I understand that feeling. I've been there. I understand wanting to go into an IEP meeting and hold something up and have something to point to and say, hey, see, it says right here that you have to do this. But I offer this bit of advice. Flip it. Flip it on them. If they tell you we can't do that because, whatever the reason is, can you show me where it says that? Can you show me, is that school policy? Is that state regulation? Is that in IDEA? I've never heard of this before. Can you show me where it says that? So this concept or this kind of rebuke also works for the things when they say, well, we have to do this and we have to do that. Okay, can you show me where it says that? Same with that, we don't do that here. I just had yet one more client reach out from across the country. Actually, not a client, it's an advocate friend, and it's her client who moved to a new district. So they're seeking information on moving in IEPs, because when they got to the new district, the child had a one-on-one para aide at the previous school. And when they got to the new school, it was, oh, we don't do that here. We don't have one-on-one aides here. Well, that's great. Can you show me where in IDEA it says that, we cannot get an aide? Because when you do look for things in IDEA, chances are you're not going to find them. Most people are surprised when you finally dig in and actually start reading the different sections of IDEA. It is surprisingly non-specific, because the main principle of IEPs is that individualized piece. So IDEA is very non-specific as far as what schools can and cannot do. It leaves it up to the states, and always has, to decide how to implement special education in their state. So become familiar with IDEA, but also your state regs. But I can tell you that you're likely not going to find a law or a state reg that says a child cannot get a one-on-one, a child cannot get an aide, and things like that, because that would violate that individualized piece of IDEA. So I've heard things, only life skills students get a 13th year, only life skills students get ESY. I've heard lots of crazy things over the years. And again, just flip it. Can you show me where it says that? I've never heard that before. I have, plenty of other clients who are not life skills students who get ESY or a 13th year. So again, put the onus on them. We don't have to know everything. You're not expected to memorize IDEA or the state regs. So just ask them to show you where it says that. In the show notes, I am going to put a link for you to get my free guide to FAPE, which explains the 6 main principles of FAPE. And then, of course, watch the next 5-minute lesson and subscribe. I will talk to you next time. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you for listening to Don't IEP Alone with Special Education Advocate Lisa Lightner. We're so glad you've joined us and would love to connect with you outside of the show. For more information about Lisa, the IEP Toolkit, and more ways we can help you in your process, go to adayinourshoes.com. From self-care tips to common IEP mistakes, there's even more to explore. Don't forget to rate and review the podcast and subscribe to never miss an episode. Until next time, don't IEP alone, and you don't have to.